Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Browns going up against the Chargers.
Okay, Larry, we are about 11 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
On second down, here's Crowell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Kaiser. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Fresh set of downs here. Kaiser to throw it. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or, even worse, an interception.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. Now a handoff to Crowell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go!
A first down throw for Kaiser. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And tough starting field position here. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Off the play fake here, Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They run it here with Oliver. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Second down, and the offense in search of 6 yards.
Ready.
Throwing, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Red zone opportunity. Rivers now to throw on first down. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
The pressure there was definitely enough to make him alter his throw, because if he had had time, he had a man wide open and had a chance to get it to him.
Yeah, I think if he had just another split second, that's a completion and a touchdown. Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball. Put points on the board first and let everyone start to celebrate.
And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Kaiser now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's a give to Crowell. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Third and 4. On play action, Kaiser. Underneath for Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Kaiser on 3rd and 2. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Rivers now from the 50. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is knocked down from the side. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying it is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Play fake. Kaiser going up top. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, 54 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Play fake. Rivers. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. The first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to air one out. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Kaiser now on second down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Returning, it's Benjamin. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. To throw is Rivers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. So the offense has it 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the red zone now, Rivers. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On second down, Rivers again. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Travis Benjamin, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Now a toss coming right side. It's Oliver. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. No back out now to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Kaiser on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. He'll air this one toward Coleman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And he will be out of bounds as time has run out on this first half. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second down, Rivers. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Carl Nassib in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. They go play action. Rivers going for the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's first and goal. It's Oliver. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. They come out here in the eye. They go again with Oliver. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. To throw, Rivers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Novak out now to kick this one away. On the return, Jabril Peppers. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the...
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this one is incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Off the play fake here, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
3rd and long for Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there of 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Rivers now on second down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work right. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joe Schobert able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. Final minute now of the third quarter. Play action now. Rivers. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And the lead is up to 5. Novak out now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker shot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Second down, Kaiser. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Space to run past the 20, and he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem, scrambling for 22 and a first. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. A 1st down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Rivers now. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Taken from just outside the 30. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a 1st down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
They go play action. Kaiser. He'll rifle this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Set to valve, 28 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Oliver. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger 1st down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Back to throw. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They run. It's Oliver. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Chargers on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On now in a big spot in this ball game is the kicker, Nick Novak. This to almost certainly win the football game. And Novak's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. He's back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
I think it'd be real easy here to focus on maybe a defensive breakdown with that type of a play in this situation. But let's give a little bit of credit here. That type of play is clutch.
Boy, it was clutch, but to turn it back to the defense, how crushing is that? You think you've got this thing won, and in the last moments, almost literally, you lose it.
Snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. So we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.